Here we are, class of 2020. It is finally our moment, even if it's not exactly the moment we imagined. We gather here today in unprecedented circumstances. From being the first senior class at Center Hill High School to not win the Spirit Stick, to being the first ever class to graduate during a pandemic, there's no doubt in my mind that the class of 2020 will always be remembered. The history we have made will be told years later, not only by us, but historians and history teachers to come. Today, as we officially become Center Hill alumni, we focus on not all that we have lost, but all that we have accomplished. This year, Center Hill High School's class of 2020 brought home multiple state titles, produced 2 National Merit finalists and star students, signed several of our athletes to take their careers to the next level, and there's no doubt in my mind the achievements would not have stopped there if the year hadn't ended. Our class has always overcame and proved expectations wrong. We have had a reputation for being the lazy class, so it's only fitting that we had to put in the extra work to finish our last 9 weeks of high school from our bedroom. I'd like to thank everyone who was always in my corner and pushed me even when I felt like giving up. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. To my family, thank you for preparing me for life after high school while ensuring my work during high school was still being completed. You taught me the importance of responsibility and self-motivation. To my basketball girls, thank you for showing me what it's like to be a part of something bigger than myself, and for pushing me to not only be a better player, but a better person. I love you guys more than I can explain. To my AP friends, thank you for intellectually challenging me while also giving me memories I'll never forget. From being too scared to speak an A-push in AP language, to begging to play the ball game, I will forever cherish every single moment I spent with you guys. To my close friends who know who they are, thank you for being there for me both inside and outside of the classroom, and for experiencing every high and every low with me. I could not have made it here without all of you. I would also like to thank every teacher I've ever had for helping me to get to where I am today. To Mr. Parker, thank you for being the first teacher to show me learning can be fun even if it's math. To Ms. Burgess, thank you for supporting me throughout the 4 years I've been here and for always helping me out no matter what situation I was in. To Coach Brown, thank you for seeing my potential even as a scared freshman and for pushing me outside of my comfort zone to make me a better athlete, scholar, and person. To Coach Nason and Ms. Stanley, thank you for opening my eyes to the world around me and pushing me to think for myself and to seek the truth rather than settle with what I am told. To Ms. Green, thank you for helping me develop my creative side and for helping me regain my love of reading. And to Ms. Coleman, thank you for having the biggest impact on me during high school. You challenged me in ways I have never been challenged before and helped me develop an even deeper love for politics. And finally, you showed me you truly care about your students, even when faced with the pandemic. Class of 2020, you made it. Embrace the moment. Your futures begin here. I would like to conclude with a quote by Anthony Robbins that I feel is important for all graduates to hear as they head on their different paths in life. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. Congratulations, graduates. You did it.
Welcome, Center Hill, class of 2020. I'd like to begin by addressing the topic that is first and foremost in everyone's thoughts right now: how the coronavirus has fundamentally altered all of our daily lives. This global pandemic has dealt the senior class of 2020 an especially cruel blow. Instead of treasuring these last few days with the friends and peers with whom we've grown so close over the past several years, we've had to socially distance ourselves to protect those that we love. Instead of gathering together with all of our peers, friends, and family to celebrate our graduation with a ceremony filled with pomp and circumstance, we're graduating in small groups without many of our friends and family members in attendance on this special day. Obviously, this graduation ceremony is not what we had eagerly anticipated, but we need to focus on the positives. For instance, we should all be extremely grateful that we're having an in-person graduation ceremony at all. Many high schools across the United States have had to settle for graduating over Zoom. And so, I'd like to say a special and heartfelt thank you to everybody who worked so resourcefully to arrange this graduation ceremony against all odds. Our superintendent, Mr. Usselton, our principal, Mr. Payne, and all the Center Hill High School faculty and administrators have gone above and beyond to ensure our safety while still providing us with a graduation ceremony as near as possible to the traditional celebration that we'd envisioned. although this achievement should really come as no surprise, considering the boundless commitment that the faculty and administration at Centerville have to ensure the success of all of its students. We would not be here today without their dedication and determination over the past 4 years. Thus, I would like to say thank you to the teachers who taught us not only the facts and figures we needed to know, but also inspired us to seek out opportunities to learn. And thank you to the guidance counselors who patiently answered all of our questions and offered us much needed advice on every problem, every obstacle, and every difficulty that we encountered these past 4 years. In addition, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and of course, my cats. My parents have been an unwavering source of support, always motivating me to succeed and always encouraging me to do my best. And my cats have provided me with much needed study breaks by insisting that they must sleep on my school textbooks. And finally, thank you to all my fellow peers here graduating with me for being such great friends all of these years. Now, traditionally, this is the part of the speech where the valedictorian offers the graduating class some important words of wisdom and advice. Unfortunately, I feel I am woefully inexperienced to be offering any truly significant guidance. For invaluable life lessons, I'd recommend that you watch some of the numerous online commencement addresses given to the class of 2020 by such notable and accomplished leaders as Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, and former President Barack Obama. All I can offer you is a bit of encouragement as you begin the next stage of your life, with the help of a few quotes, of course. Life after graduation will undoubtedly be terrifying for a lot of us, whether you are trying to decide what path to take or trying to overcome obstacles in your way. You will often be faced with hesitation, doubt, and misgivings. But never let your fear in the face of uncertainty overwhelm you and prevent you from realizing your dreams. No matter how afraid, you need to be willing to venture out of your comfort zone. Whenever you are contemplating an opportunity that you might consider too formidable, remember Mark Twain's wise advice. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did do. And even if obstacles arise, even if things don't turn out how you expected, or even if you fail, you need to keep going and keep pushing and keep trying. As Thomas Edison said, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Anyway, I could keep going on and on and on like this, but I'm sure that by now you all wish that I would hurry up. I'll leave you all with this: take risks in life, persist through all obstacles, and when you inevitably stumble or even fail, learn from your mistakes and try again. Thank you all, and congratulations and good luck to the class of 2020.